Do men and women think in the same ways, and should this affect their lives and careers? It has long been thought that men and women have fundamental difference in the way they think, but this was always considered to be down to the hormones in the scientific views. Recently, it has been discovered that although the hormones do play a role in the behavior and views of the different sexes, the brain also plays a key role. It has been found that there are many ways which the male brain varies from the female brain. This challenges the equal rights and opportunity have long been struggled for. In the various studies that have been performed, many conclusions have been drawn. Some have been suspected for some time. This includes the fact that men's brains are about 10% larger than women's. This doesn't seem to matter much, as men's bodies are on average 8% larger than women's. But there is still a small size difference. However, the major findings are in the purpose rather than the size. One of these results is that women have many of the segments of their brain connected together, while men's are separated. This allows women to multitask, while men have much more specialized thinking. It is thought this is why women tend to see things from various angles, and men are more straightforward. It is also thought that this is the reason behind the higher numbers of ADHD, autism, and dyslexia in men, and also why women can recover quicker after strokes, as their activity can be transferred to other parts of the brain. However, this separation allows men to follow their attentions and not get distracted by emotions, as women typically do. This is because women have to use several parts of the brain to process a single thought. However, there can be some problems with the scientific methods of judging the differences between men and women, such as practical problems and theoretical problems. Another difference that scientists have found is that men's most dominant sense is vision, specifically motion, while with women it depends on the person. It's also been found that women's senses are more finely tuned, and at a younger age can be more easily differentiated between colors and textures, and can memorize things more easily. This may be formed older times when men had to be hunters and spot movements, while women related more to cooking and learning the different tastes and properties of plants by its color and feel. In the same way, women develop language and reading skills younger, while men become better at mechanical and spatial abilities. This is why traditionally, women have studied more emotive subjects, such as English or drama, and men prefer to go for science and technology-based subjects. The overall difference seems between men and women is that men have a tendency to analyze and construct systems, while women are inclined to empathize with characters in novels or play rather than working with unemotional machines and equipments. However, it is still undecided how to handle these discoveries by following them and putting men and women into different jobs because they are physically better at handling them. Wouldn't that be erasing all the work put in over the past decades to promote gender equality? There is always the problem of bias, where people think men are always better at maths and science-based subjects, and women are better at psychology and languages. According to Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, languages determine our experience of reality. This can be described as a form of linguistic determinism. And since women are seen as better at languages, they are expected to be better at expressing themselves emotionally. And of course, all these findings are generalization and stereotypes. Not all women are emotionally perceptive, or men good with technology. Logically, it would be more efficient to have people in jobs they are best suited for. But this has problems, It doesn't take into consideration what aims of individual might be, or how equipped they are to handle a certain job. In many rural areas in countries like Ireland or Norway, it's the girls who take more scientific jobs while the boys tend to drop out school as early as possible. This is because boys lean towards more traditional jobs such as fishing and sea studying. As a waste of their time, they know they know what they want to end up anyways. With girls, however, they feel they have no future in a small fishing village and will do whatever it takes for them to escape to the exciting life of the big city. So, we see that people's emotions and experience can greatly change how determined they are to pursue a certain course. The information also challenges educational systems. Most schools are now teaching both boys and girls at the same things at the same time. But if the studies are correct, and girls and boys really do learn things at different speed and at different times in their lives, it might be more beneficial for them to be taught separately, at least while they are learning basic skills. However, while this might be better for the mental side of children's development, psychologically and socially separate schooling could stop children reaching full maturity. It is also important that teachers encourage both genders of students. In a well-known psychology experiment, school children of both genders were randomly allocated to one of the two groups labeled bright and less bright. The scientists then found out that the group of students who are labeled bright made greater academic progress. Therefore, we can see that both genders of students will be affected with teachers' expectations. So, this matter is still undecided. Logic tells us to use this information to become more efficient, dividing genders into what they are suited for, while emotionally, we want equality for genders no matter what. I personally think that given the right, men and women can achieve the same things, but they should be encouraged to go into the fields that they are naturally better at. It would be foolish to waste the new information, but we can't completely disregard human feelings. Thank you.